Hey there, it's Tony Robbins, and let's talk about success. We all want it, right? We see these titans, these billionaires, and we wonder, what's their secret? Is it luck? Is it some kind of magic formula? I'm here to tell you it's not. It's about mindset. It's about adopting the habits and strategies that propel the ultra-wealthy to the top. And the amazing thing is, these secrets, these principles, they're not exclusive to billionaires. They're available to each and every one of us. Over the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the minds of the world's most successful individuals. We're uncovering 7 surprising lessons that can transform your life, no matter where you're starting from. Get ready to unleash your inner power because success leaves clues and we're about to crack the code. Stay with me. Let's face it, most people chase money. They think it's the key to happiness, to freedom. But here's the first surprising lesson from billionaires. They understand that time is the ultimate currency. Think about it. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Every second that ticks by is gone forever. Billionaires like Warren Buffett, they get this. They're incredibly disciplined with their time. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet, still lives in the same house he bought decades ago. Why? Because he understands that true wealth is about freedom, and that comes from mastering your time. So how do you start prioritizing time? It's about making conscious choices, about saying no to distractions and yes to what truly matters. It's about designing a life where you're in control, not just reacting to everyone else's demands. One powerful technique I use and teach is time blocking. Schedule your day in advance, allocating specific blocks of time for your most important tasks. Treat these blocks like unbreakable appointments. Delegate tasks that can be done by others. You don't have to do everything yourself. Remember, your time is precious. Focus on high-impact activities that move you closer to your goals. Limit distractions, turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create a dedicated workspace where you can focus. Multitasking is a myth. It actually makes you less productive. Remember, every minute you invest in mastering your time pays dividends in freedom, fulfillment, and ultimately, success. Now let's talk about talent. We often think of billionaires as these gifted individuals, born with some extraordinary ability. But here's the truth. Obsession beats talent every single time. Look at Jeff Bezos. He didn't start Amazon because he was a tech genius. He was obsessed with the potential of the internet and driven by a relentless desire to revolutionize retail. He was obsessed with creating something extraordinary. Elon Musk, another prime example. He wasn't born knowing how to build rockets. He was obsessed with space exploration, with pushing the boundaries of human achievement. That obsession fueled his relentless pursuit of knowledge and innovation. The takeaway here is powerful. Passion is important, but it can fade. Obsession, that burning desire, that's what fuels you through challenges, setbacks, and the inevitable doubts that arise on the path to success. So how do you tap into that obsession? It starts with identifying what truly lights you up, what keeps you up at night with excitement. What problems are you passionate about solving? Don't be afraid to dream big. The most successful people in the world dare to envision a future that others can't even comprehend. They're not afraid to be bold, to be audacious in their goals. Once you've identified your obsession, commit to it fully. Embrace the challenges, the setbacks, the learning curve. Remember, every obstacle you overcome strengthens your resolve and brings you one step closer to your ultimate vision. This is about igniting that fire within, that unwavering belief in yourself and your ability to achieve the extraordinary. Obsession isn't about working harder. It's about tapping into a level of passion and drive that elevates everything you do. You know, we live in a world obsessed with complexity. Everywhere you look, there's a constant push for more. More features, more options, more decisions to make. We think the more complicated something is, the more impressive it must be. We equate complexity with sophistication and success. But let me tell you, some of the most successful people I know, these titans of industry, these billionaires who are changing the game, they understand the power of simplicity. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, the guy's worth billions, right? Yet he doesn't waste time on trivial decisions. And what does he wear every single day? A gray t-shirt. It's not about fashion, it's about efficiency. You could say it's his uniform. And Steve Jobs? Black turtleneck and jeans, day in, day out, these choices are deliberate. Now, you might think that's just eccentricity, but it's so much deeper than that. It's a strategy. These guys, they understand that every decision you make, no matter how small, it drains your energy. It's like decision fatigue. The more choices you have to make, the more exhausted you become. They've got empires to build, world-changing ideas to unleash, so they simplify the small stuff. They know their mental energy is a finite resource. They streamline their wardrobe, their routines, their environments, so they can focus on what truly moves the needle. It's about creating mental space for innovation, and that's the key takeaway for you. You don't need to be a billionaire to benefit from this approach. You don't need a $1 billion bank account to harness the power of simplicity. Start small. Start by identifying the things in your life that are sucking your energy, the unnecessary decisions, the clutter, the distractions. Then, eliminate them. Create a personal uniform, declutter your space, and streamline your daily routines. Free yourself up for the things that truly matter. When you remove the noise, you make room for clarity, creativity, and focus. Simplify to amplify your life. Think about it. How much time do you waste every day deciding what to wear, what to eat, what to watch on TV? Now imagine if you could reclaim that time. Channel that energy into your goals, your passions, your relationships. That's the power of simplicity. It's about being intentional with your time, your energy, your focus. It's about creating systems and routines that support your success, that eliminate the mental clutter and allow your brilliance to shine through. This isn't about deprivation, it's about liberation. It's about designing a life where you are free to focus on what truly sets your soul on fire. So take a look at your life, identify the areas where you can simplify, and start streamlining. Remember, your mind is a weapon, and like any weapon, it needs to be sharpened and focused. Simplicity is the whetstone that will unleash your true potential. Let me tell you something, folks. In the world of business, in the game of life, facts alone will only get you so far. Facts are important, don't get me wrong, but they are just the starting point. You can have the best product, the most innovative idea, the most impressive resume. But if you can't tell a compelling story, you're going to get lost in the noise. It's not just about what you have, it's about how you present it. Billionaires, they understand this at their core. They know that success isn't just built on numbers and data. They know that people don't buy products, they buy emotions. They buy into the feelings and experiences that those products promise to deliver. They buy into stories that resonate with them, that make them feel something. It's the emotional connection that drives decisions and loyalty. And nobody understands the power of storytelling better than Oprah Winfrey. She is a master at creating that emotional connection. Oprah didn't build a media empire by simply interviewing people. She did it by weaving narratives that touched hearts and minds. She created a platform where stories could be shared, where vulnerability was celebrated, where people felt seen and heard. Her interviews were more than just questions and answers. They were journeys into the human experience. She connected with her audience on a deep emotional level, and that's what made her a force to be reckoned with. Think about it. It's that connection that made her a household name. Steve Jobs didn't just sell computers, he sold a vision that was clear, compelling, and emotionally charged. A vision of innovation, of simplicity, of thinking differently. He painted a picture of a future that people wanted to be a part of. He understood that people don't just want to know what a product does, they want to know how it will make them feel. They want to see themselves in that future, experiencing those emotions. So remember, it's not just about the facts. It's about the story you tell, the emotions you evoke, and the connections you create. That's what truly makes an impact. In the end, it's the stories that people remember, the feelings that linger, and the connections that last. So go out there and tell your story. Make it count. Every single one of us has a story to tell. A story that is uniquely our own. A story that has the power to move, to inspire, to connect. The key is to learn how to tell it. Whether you're pitching an idea to investors, building a brand, or simply connecting with someone new, the ability to tell a compelling story can make all the difference. It's about finding the emotional core of your message, the human element that will resonate with your audience. So how do you do it? Start by identifying your why. Why do you do what you do? What are you passionate about? What impact do you want to make on the world? Once you have a clear understanding of your why, you can begin to craft a narrative that is both authentic and engaging. Remember, facts tell, but stories sell. Your story is your superpower. Don't be afraid to own it, to share it, to use it to connect with the world around you. We're conditioned from a young age to fear failure. From the moment we step into a classroom, we're taught that mistakes are something to be avoided. red marks on our papers, low grades, and the disapproving looks from teachers and parents all reinforce this idea. We're taught to avoid it at all costs, to play it safe, to stay within the lines. The message is clear. Don't take risks, don't step out of the norm, and don't challenge the status quo. But let me tell you something, my friends, failure is not the enemy. It's not something to be feared or shunned. Instead, it's an integral part of the journey to success. In fact, it's one of the greatest teachers you'll ever have. Every mistake, every setback, every failure is a lesson in disguise, a stepping stone to greater understanding and growth. Now, I'm not talking about reckless abandon or a disregard for planning. It's important to have a strategy, to think things through, and to prepare as best as you can. I'm talking about having the courage to step outside of your comfort zone, to take risks, to embrace the possibility of falling flat on your face. Because it's in those moments of uncertainty and challenge that true growth happens. Because the truth is, if you're not failing, you're not growing. Look at Elon Musk. He's a prime example of someone who has embraced failure and used it to fuel his success. The guy's a visionary, a game changer, but his journey hasn't been without its setbacks. He's faced numerous challenges and obstacles along the way. Tesla, SpaceX, they've both come precariously close to bankruptcy, teetering on the edge of financial ruin. But did Elon give up? Did he throw in the towel when things got tough? Did he let failure break him? Absolutely not. Instead, he used those experiences to learn, to adapt, and to come back stronger. He embraced it, learned from it, and came back stronger than ever. That's the Musk mentality. It's about seeing failure not as a dead end, but as a detour to something greater. It's about understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to it. Each failure is a lesson, a building block that brings you closer to your goals. It's a stepping stone to it. It's about having the resilience to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward with even greater determination. So the next time you face a setback, remember the Musk mentality. Embrace the failure, learn from it, and use it as fuel to propel you forward. Because in the end, it's not the failures that define us, but how we respond to them. The problem is, most people see failure as a reflection of their worth. They internalize it, personalize it, let it define them. But the truth is, failure is simply feedback. It's data that tells you what's working and what's not, what needs to be adjusted, what needs to be scrapped altogether. So the next time you experience a setback, instead of beating yourself up, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow, to evolve, to become even more unstoppable? Remember, every successful person you know, every billionaire who's changing the world, they've all faced their fair share of failures. The difference is, they didn't let those failures define them. They used them as fuel to propel themselves forward. So embrace the stumbles, the setbacks, the moments when you fall flat on your face. Because it's in those moments of perceived failure, that you'll discover your greatest strength, your unwavering resilience, and your unstoppable spirit. Let me tell you something, friends. The wealthiest people I know are obsessed with learning. They're like sponges, constantly absorbing new information, new perspectives, new strategies. Why? Because they understand that knowledge is power. You see, in a world that's constantly changing, evolving at lightning speed, the only way to stay ahead is to keep learning. Those who stop growing, who think they know it all, they're the ones who get left behind. You gotta become a student of life. Now you might be thinking, Tony, I don't have time to read 50 books a year like Bill Gates. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to. But you do have to commit to lifelong learning. Find what works for you. Maybe it's reading a book a month. Maybe it's listening to podcasts on your commute. Maybe it's taking online courses. The key is to make learning a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Feed your mind with new ideas, new skills, new perspectives. Remember, every day is a chance to learn and grow, to become a little bit wiser, a little bit stronger, a little bit closer to your ultimate vision. Now let's talk about wealth. Because here's the thing, friends. True wealth isn't just about the size of your bank account. It's about the impact you make on the world. It's about using your resources, your talents, your time to make a difference. The most successful people I know, they understand that money is simply a tool. It's a tool that can be used to create businesses, to provide for your family, but most importantly, to give back and leave a legacy. So I want you to ask yourself, what impact do you want to have on the world? What problems do you want to solve? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? These are the questions that will ignite your soul and drive you to achieve true wealth. Because when you focus on making a difference, when you dedicate yourself to something bigger than yourself, that's when money becomes a byproduct of your passion, your purpose, your impact. So, what's the takeaway here? You don't need billions to implement these lessons. Start by valuing your time like it's your most precious asset, because it is. Follow your obsessions, those burning desires that keep you up at night. Simplify your life, cut out the noise, and focus on what truly matters. Master the art of storytelling, because stories connect us, inspire us, move us to action. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, a chance to learn, to grow, to come back stronger. Commit to lifelong learning, because knowledge is power, my friends. And above all, focus on making an impact. If you found these lessons valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and drop a comment below. Which lesson resonated with you the most? See you in the next video.